Good morning ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs of 1st May. Who is the author of Politics of Jugaad, the Coalition Handbook? Right answer is Sabah Naqvi. So the book Politics of Jugaad, the Coalition Handbook has been authored by journalist Sabah Naqvi. If we talk about few other books which were in news recently, Every Vote Counts, the story of India's elections has been authored by former Chief Election Commissioner Mr. Naveen Chawla. On the other hand, Indian Fiscal Federalism is a book by Dr. Y.V. Reddy and Dr. G.R. Reddy. Undaunted, Saving the Idea of India is a book by Mr. P. Chidambaram. We Are Displaced is a book by Ms. Malala Yousafzai. Changing India is a book by Mr. Manmohan Singh. And India in Distress is a book by Ms. Mamta Banerjee. The Belt and Road Forum was recently held in which of the following Chinese cities? Right answer is Beijing. So recently, the second edition of Belt and Road Forum held in Beijing, and the theme of event was Belt and Road Cooperation Shaping a Brighter Shared Future. If we talk about Belt and Road Initiative, the aim of Belt and Road Initiative is to reinvent the ancient Silk Road to connect Asia to Europe and to Africa through maritime, road and rail projects. BRI was also in news as recently Italy has become first G7 country to officially join Belt and Road Initiative. Apart from that, if we talk about China was in news recently as Asian Tea Alliance has been launched in China. Tea associations of 5 countries are the members of this alliance. These 5 countries are India, China, Indonesia, Sri Lanka and Japan. The capital of China is Beijing, and recently Malayalam film Bhayankam won the Best Cinematography Award at 2019 Beijing International Film Festival. On the other hand, recently 2 Indian Navy warships, INS Kolkata and INS Sakti, participated in International Fleet Review in China. Apart from that, China was also in news as it has successfully tested world's first armed amphibious drone boat named Marine Lizard, who will become the first Indian wrestler to fight at iconic Madison Square Garden in New York. Right answer is Mr. Bajrang Punia. So Mr. Punia is going to be the first Indian wrestler to fight at iconic Madison Square Garden in New York. Mr. Punia was also in news as recently he won gold medal at Asian Wrestling Championship in China. If we talk about New York, it is in USA, and recently USA was in news as Chicago has created history by electing an African American woman as its mayor. So Miss Lori Lightfoot is the first African American woman to be elected as the mayor of Chicago. On the other hand, USA was also in news as the world's largest plane named ROC concluded first flight over Mojave Desert in California in USA. On the other hand, USA was also in news as India and USA navies set up first ever secure communication link under COMCASA. COMCASA stands for Communications Compatibility and Security Agreement. On the other hand, USA was also in news as recently USTR, that is United States Trade Representatives, released Special 301 report. As per this report, India is in priority watch list. Which IIT has developed an easy OCR system for reading Bharti script? Right answer is IIT Madras. So recently, IIT Madras has developed a unified script for 9 Indian languages named Bharti script. It has developed a method for reading documents in Bharti script using multilingual OCR. OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition. If we talk about IIT Madras, recently it was in news as it has been ranked as top institute in overall category as per the latest National Institute Ranking Framework. If we talk about National Institutional Ranking Framework, it is an initiative of MHRD. MHRD stands for Ministry of Human Resource Development. Recently, MHRD was in news as it has launched Operation Digital Board to digitize the education system. On the other hand, MHRD also launched STAR scheme to fund science projects. Apart from that, recently MHRD signed an agreement with OECD for participation in PISA 2021. PISA stands for Program for International Student Assessment. If we talk about OECD, it is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. The headquarters of OECD is in France in Paris. OECD conducts PISA every 3 years and India is going to participate in PISA 2021. On which date the 2019 World Day for Safety and Health at Work is observed? Right answer is 28th of April. So every year on 28th of April, the World Day for Safety and Health at Work is observed by International Labour Organization. It is observed on 28th of April. If we talk about few important days, 21st of April is National Civil Services Day, while 22nd of April is World Earth Day. 23rd of April is United Nations English Language Day. 23rd of April is also observed as World Book and Copyright Day. On the other hand, 24th of April is National Panchayati Raj Day and 25th of April is World Malaria Day, while 26th of April is World Intellectual Property Day. The researchers at which Indian university have developed an ultrasensitive quantum thermometer? Right answer is Jamia Millia Islamia. So recently, researchers at Jamia Millia Islamia have developed an ultrasensitive quantum thermometer. If we talk about Jamia Millia Islamia, it was in news recently as Professor Najma Akhtar has become first ever women Vice Chancellor of Jamia Millia Islamia. If we talk about few other women which were in news recently Miss Zuzana Kaputova became the new president of Slovakia and she is the first female president of Slovakia. On the other hand, Miss Lori Lightfoot has become the first African American woman to be elected as the mayor of Chicago. And Miss Krishna Kumari Kohli has become first ever Hindu woman to be elected as the member of Upper House of Parliament of Pakistan. In addition to that, recently Dr. G.C. Anupma has become first women president of Astronomical Society of India. The first ever International Day of Multilateralism and Diplomacy for Peace has recently observed on which date? Right answer is 24th of April. So United Nations General Assembly has officially celebrated first ever International Day of Multilateralism and Diplomacy for Peace on 24th of April. Who is the head of committee to review the Economic Capital Framework for Reserve Bank of India? Right answer is Mr. Bimal Jalan. So the expert committee led by former RBI Governor Mr. Bimal Jalan was constituted in December. The objective of this committee was to review the Economic Capital Framework for Reserve Bank of India. It is in news because the panel is likely to submit its report by June 2019. If we talk about RBI, recently it was in news as it has divested its entire stakes in NHB and NABARD. So now Government of India holds 100% stake in NHB and NABARD. Apart from that, RBI was also in news as it has given the status of domestic systematically important banks to SBI, ICICI and HDFC. In addition to that, recently RBI eased norms for foreign portfolio investors so that they can invest in municipal bonds. Municipal bonds are commonly known as Muni bonds and they are issued by local governments. Apart from that, recently RBI also constituted a committee to deepen digital payments and to enhance financial inclusion. The committee is headed by Mr. Nandan Nilekani. RBI also constituted a committee to examine issues related to offshore rupee market, and Ms. Usha Thorat is the head of this committee. Who clinched the 2019 men's single title at Barcelona Open Tennis tournament? Right answer is Dominic Thiem. So Dominic Thiem has clinched the 2019 men's single title at Barcelona Open Tennis tournament in Spain. If we talk about Spain, it is an European country and the capital of Spain is Madrid. The Strait of Gibraltar is between Spain and Morocco. Strait of Gibraltar connects Atlantic Ocean to Mediterranean Sea. Morocco was in news recently because of African Lion military exercise. African Lion is a joint military exercise between USA and Morocco. Now coming back to Spain, recently Spain government conferred Ms. Susma Swaraj with prestigious award Grand Cross of Order of Civil Merit. On the other hand, recently Russia announced its decision to confer Order of St. Andrew the Apostle on the Indian Prime Minister Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi also received UAE's highest civilian honor, Jugaad Medal. Which of the following cricketers has been recommended for 2019 Arjuna Award? Right answer is Ms. Poonam Yadav. So recently, BCCI recommended Mr. Mohammad Sami, Mr. Jasprit Bumrah, Mr. Ravindra Jadeja and Ms. Poonam Yadav for 2019 Arjuna Award. If we talk about cricket, recently ICC has partnered with UNICEF to organize One Day for Children event at Men's Cricket World Cup 2019. On the other hand, recently Ms. Mithali Raj has been named as Goodwill Ambassador of Indian team for Street Child Cricket World Cup. In addition to that, recently ESPN Cricinfo has partnered with IIT Madras to launch Superstats. Superstats is a next level artificial intelligence tool to analyze cricket statistics. And recently, cricketer Mr. Mahendra Singh Dhoni has been appointed as brand ambassador of Red Bus. Mr. Dhoni was also in news as he has become the first ever captain to register 100 wins in IPL history. Thank you, and that's all for the day.